Hello and welcome to Flower Juice. My name is John McDonald and today we've got a little bit of a challenge. I've been challenged to make a design out of a bouquet of flowers that you would get from a supermarket. So initially I thought this is crazy, and then I thought, well, actually a lot of people get flowers from a supermarket. So maybe you're thinking about getting your mum something for Mother's Day, or maybe you're a mum who've received a bouquet such as this for Mother's Day and you're thinking, well, what can I do with it? So either way, you could either make something for someone or you could make something out of something you've been given. So this is a bouquet that's come actually from Tesco's. It's one of their finest range, and actually it is quite a fine selection. We've got three blooms, we've got 3 gerbera, we've got 3 roses, we've got lovely calla lily, we've got some trachelium, hypericum. So there's a nice selection of flowers in there, and at the moment this is very pretty, but it's not particularly special. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at changing it into something that's a little bit more bespoke and handcrafted. So I think what we need to do first is just open up our bouquet and see what we have. So we have, our flowers are basically tied off with a rubber band, and there we have our selection. And we also have this cellophane, so we might want to look at using that. Now with it, we've also got some flower food. So we might want to keep this. But what we were thinking of doing, or what I was thinking of doing, was using a basket. So if you were making this for Mother's Day, you can be pretty sure that your mum will probably quite like a basket. So we're just going to get rid of these labels. And we can look at our cellophane that we've got. So this is like a piece that's in two. So it's like got a paper insert and it's got the outer. So I'm just going to take off the bottom where it's joined, and then we can just square this off a little bit. So we're not wanting to use anything if it's damaged. So you might want to turn the paper into ribbon, or, you know, there's different things you could do. But this is the arrangement we're going to use, or the basket we're going to use. And what I've got is I've got some wet foam. Now what I want to do is just cut that into really 1/3, 2/3, and we're going to stack that in there like this. So this is going to fit within the basket really well. So we're needing to line our basket so that there's no water coming out. So we can use this to line. So I'm looking at it thinking this is a little bit big. Make it a little bit smaller. And the same with our paper. I'm not so convinced about the paper, but it is quite cute. Do you know what? I'm not going to use it because it's quite wet, but we can definitely use that. If this was drier, I would have used it. But what I have got is I've got some other cellophane just to give me a little bit extra support. So what we're going to do is take our small piece of foam and go down into the arrangement, and then we can add our larger piece. So really what we've done is we've created a little bit of a collar to our container just by using that cellophane. So in our flowers, we've got a range of flowers, and what I want to do is just really see what we've got. So we've got our 3 roses, we've got our 3 hypericum, and we've got our 3 gerbera, and we've got a little bit of foliage. But what I think we should do first is add a little bit of foliage just to bulk this out. So I've got a little bit of skimmia, a little bit of eucalyptus, and a little bit of pistache. So what I'm going to do is just add these in first. So we're quite confident actually that our basket is secure water-wise, and we can just trim these down into small units that we can add. So what I'm looking for with my foliage is just to add some different textures and some different contrasts. So we've got some foliages that mums would probably quite like. So the eucalyptus gives you a nice smell. And we're going to just contrast that with a little bit of skimmia. And we can just work that in. So essentially we've got straight away a good base to use our flowers. Now the way this bouquet was constructed, we had the calla in the middle, and then we had the 3 roses, and then we had the 3. So basically we're working in sets of 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue that. Now the first flower to place is really our calla. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little bit of a stick to create a hole to feed our calla in. So really what I want to make is like a posy style arrangement. Now our 3 big flowers are our blooms. So just cutting them on an angle, we're going to add them. So just clear off any material or anything that's going to impede you getting the stem easily into that foam. You can even leave the leaves on if they're in good condition. So we've created a central flower and our 3 main ones, and then we can add our gerbers. So again, these have got quite strong stems actually, so I'm not too worried. If you think the stems are quite weak, then I would suggest you make a guide hole with a stick or with another stem just to allow you to get that flower in. So we're roughly putting in 3 and 3. You don't have to be really strict. If it's really military, it's not going to look totally natural. And our roses are really, in theory, the expensive flower. That's what I was always told. So we want them to be more to the centre, where we can really see them. So now I'm looking at my design and thinking, right, what can we do with what we have left? So I just want to make sure that everything's balanced. So if we put a trachelium in here, I've got a second one there, we can put that really to the other side. And then this lovely hypericum actually, we can bring in a little bit lower down. And again, I'm just wanting to space this through so we can bring that up. So as long as our dominant features are kind of in that triangle, then this is going to look balanced and it's going to look symmetrical. And then with our smaller material, it can be less strict, really. And then we've got a little bit of this material. I know how it's spelt, but I'm not sure how to pronounce it. But it's really nice for creating, again, a nice contrast. So what I'm doing is I'm just actually bringing it into like little bunches. So we've got 2 or 3 stems, and then by holding them together, we can feed them into the foam quite safely. So it's really just about creating a slightly kind of stronger stem for going in. So I'm just bringing like a nice clean set together. And we can use all this material. So we were lucky with this bouquet, everything was in good condition, everything was nice and clean. But I think sometimes with bouquets you do get material that is slightly damaged or not so good. So actually opening them up is a really good idea to check the quality. Okay, so really this is our design. A good tip is you could soak your foam using your flower food. That works very well. And really just to finish off our design, I've created a simple bow. If you're not sure how to make a bow, we actually have a little video that shows you how to make this one. This is the style that I would call chocolate box. And we're just going round it and round it. And I've made it so it's got a couple of tails that can just hang. So all you need now is to find a nice place to put this, or to add a card and give it to your mum for Mother's Day. I hope you've enjoyed our video today. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to keep up to date with all our videos, then please click here to subscribe, and have a great Mother's Day.